50 yards, ladies and gentlemen. You got it.
Yeah, that went through the truck.
Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, okay.
Hey,
State your name, position, what team you used to play for.
All right. Cecil Martin, fullback. Played for the Philadelphia Eagles, Oakland Raiders, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the University of Wisconsin Badgers.
Badgers?
Yes.
There you go. What do you think about the British kids coming to FBU in Virginia?
Well, first thing, I wouldn't call them kids, I'd call them British young men. And what I think about them coming over to America with the best football experience ever, world, Top Gun, only second to the Army All-American game, East Bay Youth All-American game. Those guys competed well, they played hard, they weathered the storm, and the storm I'm talking about was extreme heat. They were leaders, they made a lot of friends, and I think they really represented the UK in a great way, and represented FBU coming over to the UK in a great way.
What did you say to anyone looking to progress to college ball, or even to come back over to the FBU for next year? What would you say to them?
What I would say is that two young men from Bristol came down and represented. Did such a great job that I think anyone who has seen two young men like this competing football, or seen any football in the UK, there's a lot of talent and there's a lot of opportunity. You get a chance to get coached by some of the best who play at the highest level, and have coached those who have played the game at the highest level. Would unbelievably help the game of American football in the UK.
FBU and Top Gun's coming over to England very soon. What would you say to any kids thinking about coming?
Well, what I would say is, stop thinking and start taking action and figuring out how you can get to one of the many camps we'll be doing out there this first time. One in London, one in Bristol, Birmingham, going up to Scotland. Figure out a way to get to any of those camps. And you'll hear more on how to do that. The most important thing is that you understand that this camp and what we're doing and coming over to the UK is because we know there's talent. And the coaches that I got a chance to meet at the British American Football Coaches Association convention, those guys show so much passion and so much want of real good coaching clinics and more opportunities for the kids they're coaching. And so with all of that, I'm telling you, it's one that you will not want to miss.
Any last words to these athletes watching?
Yes. Work hard, focus, persevere. Don't ever let no one tell you what you can or cannot do.
There you go, guys. You heard it from the best, Cecil Martin.
Peace, God bless, and always, always be a leader.
Say your name, position, where you come from, and where you want to go.
I'm Ryan Lambert from Richmond, Virginia, about 45 minutes away from Williamsburg. Play safety, moving from linebacker. I would love to go to Maryland, UVA, Virginia Tech, anywhere in the ACC, maybe even SEC. That'd be great.
Is that looking good for you to go to Division I?
Yeah, it is. It is, especially just now moving to safety. I've had like a couple months to learn it, but it's been fast and it's been good. So.
What has professional advice been given to you?
Professional advice? As far as what to work on most, probably my stance and one-on-one coverages, just quicker feet. So it's been fun though.
What do you think about English American football players coming to FBU or trying to get scholarships in America?
I think it's awesome personally. I think the fact that FBU reaches out to Europe and gets you guys over here and gets you guys learning just as much as we are, I think it's great. Because I think football should be shared with everybody personally.
Definitely. Any last words?
Love you guys.
There you go.
Coach Bill Bradley, played with the Philadelphia Eagles, made All-Pro for 3 years, and first person in the history of the National Football League to lead the league in interceptions 2 years in a row.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just old and in the way. But my story is I love all my football players that I coach, and I'm 65 years old, and I've been playing since the 7th grade, and I've never worked a day in my life. I'm 65 and been coaching and playing the whole time, and I get recess every day, 3 hours on the field.
What's the #1 disease for DBs?
#1 disease a DB has to have, and they call it amnesia.
There you go.
You got to forget about that play that just happened and go to the next one, because if you don't forget about it, it's going to last 2 or 3 plays, and it'll be compounded into 3 plays of badness.
What do you think about English players coming over to the FBU?
Oh, I love it. I tell you, especially if they're like you, Cameron, because Cameron's got some quickness and some change of directions that I've not seen in an English person yet. And he wasn't always just kicking the ball sideways. He was backpedaling and breaking and running.
There you go. Any last words to any English athlete looking to
Tell
play?
all the Englishmen, long live the Beatles, baby. Abbey Road.
There you go. You heard it from the best. Position, what teams you played for, where you come from?
My name is Chris Mamalonga, and drafted by the New York Giants, and I was a defensive tackle and nose guard.
What do you think about English kids coming to FBU?
I think it's a great event, and definitely a lot of talented kids out here.
And for the English kids coming over here?
For the English kids, hey, use those rugby skills, come over here and play some gridiron.
Any last words to any UK athletes looking to progress to America?
Hey, if you guys want something explosive, this is the place to be.
Okay, there you go. You heard it from the best. Thanks, coach. Where you come from and who you've coached in your life story.
I'm Jim McNally, Buffalo, New York. I coached for 45 years, 30 years in the NFL. And it's a pleasure to work with you guys.
What do you think about UK athletes trying to progress in America?
I think that they're very good. This young man has very good technique, and I think the UK football is going to really come alive.
Any last words to the UK athletes?
Just keep working hard. Make sure you take a good look at the American football and the coaches, and we'll get you better.
Let's go, coach.
Absolute privilege to have the opportunity tonight to announce 7 of the top high school football players in the nation who have been selected and earned the privilege to play in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. And I'm going to bring these 7 players out to the left. Please give them a very warm congratulatory applause, if you will. First player, Nick Dawson, linebacker, Bristol Academy, Charlotte, North Carolina. Jordan Diggs, defensive back, Island Coast High School, Cape Coral, Florida. Jermaine Hopper, wide receiver, Bristol Academy, Charlotte, North Carolina. Hassan Ridgway, defensive lineman, Mansfield High School, Mansfield, Texas. Barry Sanders Jr., running back, Heritage Hall, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Aziz Shatu, defensive line, Buhak High School, Atwater, California. Dominique Wheeler, wide receiver, Crockett High School, Crockett, Texas. Hey, give him another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, for those hard-working juniors, 11th graders, the top 100 11th grader from FBU Top Gun will be receiving invites for the U.S. Army Combine here in the very near future. Remember, it is a showcase for the potential 2013 U.S. Army All-American Bowl roster. So congratulations to those 100 players who will receive that invitation very shortly. Thank you very much.
FBU camp, been a great experience. Met so many great people, learned so many great things. Everything's done here. For all the Field and Pride people who's coming in, work hard, anything can pay off. I met some great people, learned some great things. Hard work pays off and anything can happen. Field and Pride TV. See you later.